Hello viewers, Sriram Kumar here. I'm sure you're all moving towards a success in your life. What is success? Any destination? No, keep going, right? So one of that is PMP, which makes you to feel good. I'm able to read well after 10 years, after 15 years, and I'm achieving this. So now I have VARA PRASAD in front of me who cleared PMP recently. How recently it is? First thing, let's give congratulations to him. Congratulations, VARA PRASAD, for this great achievement.
Thanks, Sri. Thanks.
Fantastic. So when does the exam happen? When you cleared?
So I've cleared November 1st, Sri. So it's
Okay,
been,
today
yeah,
10 days have gone. Hope
yeah.
you have slept well after that. Have a good food, a little relaxed, and in a corporative, intimate guys. I'm PMP. Okay, be careful with me. And in the email address, you would have put. I mean, email signature, you would have put the suffix.
I have updated in LinkedIn, but I haven't did it in my email ID. But I
Signature.
will do it.
Do it, do it. So now we should see a stylish post. Okay,
Yeah.
I like this because so far not many has done, only few, and you one among them. Look at this good one. Picture with a frame. Somebody can ask, "Hey, do we need to take this much of effort?" Yes, you have to say yes because it took months to sit and prepare.
Yeah.
Before even the exam, it took months to come for a course. How many of us taking effort to learn a course, first of all? They take it for granted, job will keep going on, right? Sometimes you have to stop and think, am I doing something good? Do I need to learn something? Yes, you did it. So I'm so much happy the way you done it. Really worth with a photo frame and the way you stood there. Really very respectful for the certificate. Thanks for
Thanks,
doing
Sri.
that. Thanks for doing that. That shows how much of committed you are, right?
And even when I see people posting this, their certifications or their achievement in the LinkedIn or wherever, so I feel posting just a certificate might not. I feel it is not interactive. So if a guy or anyone posts with their smiling face with the certificate, I feel it's an interactive and it will reach the larger audience rather
Makes
than posting just a certificate.
Makes sense, man. So you are attaching a face with the certificate. That's important.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. If not, it's another paper. So
Yes.
now you show that, hey, I belong to this or this belongs to me. Kind of a connection is there.
Yeah. I wanted to show my face how much I have accomplished with this certification.
That's good, man. That's a good thought. I think that's very important. Some may ask, man, do we need to really do this? That's a question I keep sometimes asking. Some are a little shy that, really? Is it a kind of a show off? I said, man, what's there? If Usain Bolt comes first in the running, he's doing like this. I'm the winner, right? Is
Yeah.
he feeling shy? It's okay. Yeah, I won the game. Is it a feeling? He's feeling, man, I won the game. Right? He put 4 years of effort to win the Olympics. Definitely, you should be happy. So
Yeah.
be happy of what you are. That's very important. Thanks, Prasad, for intimating that. I think going forward, the people who are listening to this video, you will show your face on a certificate. That's nice. Good. So now tell about this. What is your background? What do you do? Nature of job, domain?
Okay. I'm basically a mechanical engineer. Started from tool and die maker. So I started as a tool and die maker, and I worked as a tool and die maker for 2 years, and then I was really interested into the design in the mechanical. So I learned few of the softwares and got an opportunity in automotive robotics. So worked as a design engineer in Volvo construction equipment. So I worked for 10 years there, and then now I'm working in onboard technologies for the client Caterpillar. So basically, purely a mechanical engineer, Sri.
Very good. Very good. Being in mechanical engineer, more of engineering stuff happening. How come this
Yeah,
management parts popped up?
it's a long. So when I worked in Volvo construction equipment, I used to admire the managers whom I have associated with. I can say that I'm lucky enough to have that kind of creative mentoringship managers. So one of the manager is David Bhaskar and Ram Kumar. So I worked
Mhm.
under, I worked with him. So he generally, I'm an introvert person, generally will not talk much and will be little shy in talking in front of the people. But he emphasized and he encouraged not me, all the team members to present the design reviews or any other reviews presentations that we have to give in the larger audience. So he will give us a chance and encourage how to present. So that skills has triggered me to pursue in this management path. So I used to keep on thinking where when I will be in that role or when I will be such a motivating leader. So and one of a manager when we were working, so one day he has called me and he has explained about what is the difference between the cost and the price. Suddenly I was blanked, and he was explaining this triangular theory where the base of the triangle will starts with psychology and goes on. So I thought, okay, we can read it in the internet also, but how come my manager came to know this terminology, and I should also learn this. So that thinking had uh, instilled me that I have to become learn this. Uh, when I'm trying to learn or seeking this knowledge, I came across one of my colleague has updated that okay, there is a PMI institute. They will give this certification, PMP. So that's where I started this PMP journey. I think it's around December last year.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
So it's a good inspiration looking at
and
your senior manager, right?
yeah, and one
Mhm.
of my director, I have to say him. His name is Joseph. So he is one of my inspiration. He came from IETI and worked started as a draftsman, and he became as a director in Volvo construction equipment. So he has kept on increasing his qualifications and kept on his increasing in position. Whenever he gives an seminar or any other meeting, I used to stare and used to write his language or the wordings that he used.
So a lot of
So
inspirations around you. Mm.
yeah, so these people have kept me motivated. No, indirectly, I used to inspire by them. That made me to pursue this PMP.
That's good. Great. Nice to know that. That's really inspiring.
Yeah,
Somebody can tell that, hey, I don't get that such kind of inspiration. But the point is, sometimes we have to look around us, like you did
yeah,
in the meeting. You keep observing. So observation brings a lot of inspiration. That's really good. Fantastic. Good. I believe after which you joined the classes, things went well, and your reading habits are happening, moving towards examination. So how is it about exam preparation?
so I started. I'm from January batch, and after March, after we finished our classes, to be frank, Sri, throughout the classes, apart from the subject, I used to listen more about your motivational speeches and the way you do the interactive coaching sessions. So I was really focusing on the way you deliver the subject. So after I finish the PMP training from you, I started slowly reading this Rita, and first initially I started with Pinbock Guide, but I felt it is a very dry book. I could not even understand why I am reading, and by the 900 pages making me so much of fear. So I started, okay, I kept that aside and started reading Rita. So to be frank, I read Rita uh, twice
Mm.
in the
Good.
initial after my training, but even though I read twice, I used to feel like I am walking in a dense jungle without any compass or direction. that's what that where that is my state of learning. So I'm really confused, or I'm already reading. Then why is not entering the subjects? I'm not able to connect the dots. So at that point, I was talking to few of the people in the batch. This WhatsApp group has helped me to interact with the more people. So I met Bhavik. He also cleared PMP from ShriLearning. So I met Bhavik. He has shared one video. His name is Richard Vergo's video, where he explains a beautiful chat connecting between initiation, planning, and executing, monitoring and controlling, and then closing. So after reviewing that video, a lot of confusions and a lot of I could able to connect the dots. Then after I again read Rita. Now it is making some sense to me.
Sense to understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after that, I was previously, before that video, I was not even interested in reading PMBOK, but now it is very comfortable for me. So I have read almost all the chapters in Rita, not PMBOK guide, but Rita I read 4 times, 4 or 5 times.
Oh man! So
Yeah.
you read a proofreading and check all the spellings are correct.
Yeah. No. So I used to question myself with the terminology. So if I have to recollect any abbreviation like what is resource leveling, so all the information that has to reflect in my mind. So that's where if it is not reflecting, recollect. If I'm not able to recollect, again I will go to the chapter and then read the concepts. So that's where the preparation is happening. I'm not even, frankly speaking, I was not doing your daily 10 mocks, 10 questions in which Rahul used to post. But later I've started doing that, and I read even Agile practice guide. So let me explain, Sri. When I worked in Volvo construction equipment, I was lucky enough that around 2016 or 17, they have introduced this Scrum into the organization. So we were following the Scrum methodology, planning, sprint planning. Every month starting, we will do the sprint planning for a complete entire day for the planning. And we will have that tasks which we have to execute for the month, like 4 weeks. So every day in the morning we used to gather. It's a very shortened 15 minutes of the duration, where I or team members will say what we have done yesterday and what is our plan today, and is there any roadblocks. So these were our regular practice, and I was thinking, okay, this Scrum is helping us team. Let everyone knows what people are doing, and is there any obstacles between the cross-functional teams. And then after finishing our entire 4 weeks of duration, in the end of the month we will do the sprint review. That means our product owner and Scrum master and team members will be in one place, and we'll review our activities. So product owner will sign off, or he will say, okay, this task is finished. Then on the next day we will do the retrospective, or on the same day. So this was our regular activities around for 1.5 months. So when I read
you don't sound like a mechanical engineer, man. Huh? You're talking like a software engineer who talks all this stuff. Okay, good, interesting.
Okay, and during this process, I used to stare at I used to admire my manager who does this a Scrum Master, who hosts this meeting, and he will instantly solves the problems and clear the roadblocks
Mhm.
instantly, collaborating with cross-functional teams. So
Mhm.
so that that environment helped me to digest the agile practice guide well.
Very
So
good.
I was very confident that okay, what is there in this? Last year, PMP was focusing only on predictive methodology, but right now they are asking on agile methodologies. So I can really pretty much confident that I can clear this exam. What is there a big deal? That's what my or I can say that
Yep.
I cannot say that's confidence or overconfidence, but I had that feeling.
Yes, yes, that's right. What you said is right. The things have changed and it made a little more better than before.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Superb, superb. So
So
close to the exam, how was it? Last few days of the exam.
yeah, it was. So I did read the chapter test.
Mm.
Before that, I was not doing that chapter test. I was thinking that okay, let me familiarize with the complete subject and do these chapters, because when I read the cost example
Mm.
cost chapter and doing this end chapter questions, I was not doing properly, not doing good. So I was very scared on giving that practice questions. So I was completely reading books only. I was reading complete Rita. Then with my peers who has cleared has told that okay, you enough reading is enough. You did a lot of reading. You should start doing practice these questions. So slowly I started transitioning my studies and then
Mm.
started doing these questions on the end chapter questions.
Mm.
So initially my I can say my level of when I read two lines and when I come to the third line, I used to uh, forget or what has a problem statement on the first line. So that was my state when I started doing the questions. So I made my mind that everyone who has to pass this PMP should cross this stage. I should not get demotivated. I should I thought that why I cannot do that. That keeping in my mind, I started reading. Even though several times I used to read the question and understand, and then that uh, completed that end chapter questions. So after doing that, I was doing 50. I was scoring 50 percentage or 60 percentage in almost all the chapters, and I used to keep the timing 1 minute 27 seconds per each question. I had a timer, so I used to monitor my timing when I'm doing that. So initially when I started this, I was taking longer time, like more than 2-3 minutes. But later, I had reduced my timing on per each question.
That's
So
good. That's good. That's good. So usually the
yeah,
timing is a big problem in exams where people tend to take much time for some questions. They couldn't move forward because either they didn't understand or the question are lengthy.
yeah.
In main exams, did you found the questions were lengthy, moderate? How was it?
So for me, I cannot say almost all are 3-4 liner questions, but most of them, I think most of them were more than 2 liners. And the
Hmm.
options below options are 2 liners, and very few I have got 1 liner options.
Hmm. Got
So
you.
when I started taking this box, I started with initially with ShriLearning. Initial first mock I have scored 60. The reason the reason I've scored 60 is I was in the starting I was participating in weekend mock exams with you. So most of the questions were repeated in the ShriLearning mock. So I was not satisfied with the score I've got. So
So
again,
since you did a lot of practice exams, you start seeing same question there.
yeah.
Okay.
So that is
Okay.
that's where when I started taking ShriLearning, I observed, but later when I'm taking third, fourth mock, I could not even get a single repeated question. To be frank, there is a lot of improvement from ShriLearning's practice exam questions.
Okay, very good. Very good. You did that. So now let's talk about something on the main exam. So was it a
Yeah.
center based or it's a proctor? How's the exam?
I preferred center based because I'm proctor based. There are a lot of uncertainties that I had to address or think about it. First is power backup, internet, lot many issues. So, and even the lip reading also will be a problem. I came to know that. Then I preferred only center based. So
Nice.
prior to the exam, 2 days before the exam, I went to the center based and then checked the ambience and all, whether should I really book this my exam in that center, or should I go travel 280, 300 kilometers to Hyderabad.
It looked like booking a movie. Which movie hall I have to go?
Yeah, yeah. Because
Okay.
I
Mm.
had an experience in Pearson Center when I'm doing this PTE. So I felt it is very noisy when I
Mm.
attempted this exam.
I understand. I understand. So was it smooth in the center where you went?
It was very smooth, Sri. I
Mm.
uh, I took all the photocopies, my passport, driving license, and Aadhaar card with including the Xerox. And when I went before, he has asked me to bring all the Xerox certificates also. So it was very smooth.
Hey, hold on. Usually they'll ask only the ID proof to show to them. Just
Yeah.
see the proof, they'll tell you are ready for the exam. But why this copy should be submitted?
I am not sure that even few of them had came to the exam with only the main proofs, and
Ah,
he has directed them to take Xerox copy.
which center is this?
It is located in Vijayawada.
Jayawada. Okay. But
Yeah.
actually, there is no rule, right? I don't see that as instruction in a PMI mentioning you have to carry a copy.
Maybe it is because the center is located in an university. I think that is where they are asking. I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyway, it's a new, but actually, it's not needed. You can carry
Yeah.
only your ID card, show the ID, that's enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you went in, you gave the PC, all comfortable for you. So did you manage your timing properly, exam timing?
Yes, Sri. I can say, I have to say, study hall helped me to manage the timing.
Mm.
So
Mm.
you were emphasizing more on first slot 90, second slot 60, and the third slot also 60. So I was little skeptical whether I could able to manage. I was really worried whether I could manage the timing, but study hall helped me to manage the timing better. So I did 15 questions, mini mocks exams in the study hall, and the main there are 2 mocks in the study hall. So I did twice full mocks there in the study hall. So that terminology and the wordings is exactly similar to the in the main exam.
Some of the wordings are there. Okay. Language
Yeah,
is same.
language is same. When I'm reading the question in the main exam, I was feeling so comfortable that I could really understand the problem statement, even though it is 3-liners or 4-liners. So when I'm reading the answers, I could hang with 2 options, but I could able to choose the appropriate better answer, which I feel it is right based on my study hall experience.
Got you.
So
Got you.
when I'm stuck with any of the question, as you suggested and others suggested, we should not hover between the same question and then thinking we should keep on progressing by keeping the flag and then review it in the end of the exam. So I did follow that in the first set of the questions, but end of the end of the first set, I could not even review, but I have submitted, even though I kept 5 questions for review.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Interesting. So did you have a feel when you're going to submit the last button? Hey, I will clear the exam. Is it a
I
feel?
could, see, I could able to, I have got that confidence even before I was halfway through first slot of the questions that I can clear this exam because as I said again, study hall helped me a lot. That
That's
practice
true.
questions helped me a lot.
That's true. That's true. Fantastic. Great. Really superb. The journey looks really good. So how much your family behind you? Do you bug your
Uh,
family very much?
I have to really thank and to my wife and my father, my parents. So due to this lockdown, I'm staying here in my hometown, working from home, still continuing.
Uh-huh.
So prior to that, I think 3 months before, I used to bring some vegetables and the groceries. So when I started rigorous my preparation, I stopped even bringing vegetables also. My father is also only taking care of that, so I should thank him to manage all these groceries and vegetables bringing to home. And my wife, I should especially thank my wife, and
Mm,
she knows when I'm committed, I will not even bother anyone because after I marriage, I started doing this BE journey. I started
mm,
my graduation journey because
mm,
prior to that I was a diploma holder.
mm.
So after marriage only I started this BTech mechanical journey.
Very
So
good.
I did my BE as in a regular college. It's not a
Mhm.
correspondence. I was managing my office, which is located in Bangalore, and college is located in Hyderabad.
Wow, man.
4 years I could able to manage like that. For exam, I used to travel from Bangalore to Hyderabad, and then for regular exams, there will be 2 days holidays.
Mm,
So again, I have to I will catch a bus, and again I come to Bangalore and did do my work, and again I have to travel. So
A lot of energy, a lot of commitment.
so my
Great.
wife knows my commitment. So if I'm committed, he will not listen. So she is simply praying when this guy will finish this PMP.
Okay, they would have come with the mindset. Thank God, let him close the exam.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, nice. I understand. Really good. Really good to know. So now you've done a good job. You achieved it. Well and good. So how is your corporate looking into this in your industry?
Uh, I don't know whether they will recognize me or not because I'm working in a service industry, though I haven't disclosed in my company. Yesterday
Uh-huh.
only I've disclosed. Immediately I've not disclosed.
Hmm. Kept it secret. Okay, but your
It,
LinkedIn is look like your LinkedIn is very busy.
yeah,
How busy
I've
it is?
updated.
People are pinging you.
Yeah, at least before PMP, no one used to care about my profile, even though I keep on updating my resume. Now at least people started looking at my profile.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Good to know. Great, nice, Prasad. I want to thank you for coming up here and giving this valuable points. Now, take a consideration of people like you who come from your domain, mechanical
Yeah.
engineers or machine-oriented people. What is your tips for them for the preparation?
So I was lucky enough to work in the Scrum environment. So I used to this agile methodologies. So the people who are coming from non-agile background, so I would emphasize to read on agile, more on hybrid because the most of the questions were hybrid.
Hmm.
So my suggestion would be to read Rita first and then go for PMBOK if time permits. Agile
Hmm.
practice guide is must. The
Hmm.
main thing is um, for managing the time, we should focus on mock exams. So
Right.
even mock exams also, we should stick to our timing 90,
Right.
70, 70, and then take adequate breaks in between.
Right. Right.
So prior to mock exam, I would say to do number of chapter wise
Chapter
questions.
test.
That
Right.
chapter test is
Yeah.
very much important.
Right.
We
That's
should
true.
not neglect the chapter test. Previously I was neglecting the chapter was, but I could really sense how much I had improved by giving this chapter test. It actually builded my confidence.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. That's a really valuable inputs. I appreciate that. And
and one more I should emphasize on the study hall. I think you are also recommending. I think I don't know prepcast also. I had this experience with the prepcast. I did not do full mock, but I used to lost. I was not even those terminology is not very much relevant to the main exam. So study hall will help people to understand the language very much.
Right. That's important. That's important.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. I know the people are doing now ShriLearning, study hall, and alternate. ShriLearning, you'll
Yeah.
get the subject knowledge. Study hall, you'll get the language of PMI. Combination of both, it'll be easy to clear the exam. Right.
Yeah.
That's what is happening.
And one more thing, there are in the study hall, there is a lessons tab. So they have elaborated descriptions given related to the examination content outline. So when you come very bottom to that lessons, so you will find a link called which opens exact simulator, Pearson simulator. So there will be 25 questions. 25 questions like the screen looks like so similarly main exam.
You get a hands-on on how a main exam look like.
Yeah. So they will give a shortcut keys like Alt N means we don't have to go drag our mouse right side bottom corner and click next. So when we practice this Alt N, it will move to the next question. So we can save some time. And even some, if people are good at managing reading fast and then highlighting those keywords, so those shortcut keys will help. So we can prior to getting into the main exam, we can practice this in the study hall itself.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Super. I know one more person also updated the other success story. Go there and at least see once. You know how a timer looks, how a calculator look like.
Yeah.
Right. You get a feel of it.
Yeah.
Very good. Nice. 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 Super. Thanks, Prasad. A lot of inputs in this video. I'm sure the viewers would have enjoyed, and it's going to really help them on an exam and preparation part. Okay. So as I keep saying that, please apply what you learn.
Yes. The biggest now the efforts which I have kept for achieving this PMP certification is different, and now even after crossing not even 1 week, I could really sense I should keep more effort on after clearing the PMP. It is not that after achieving PMP certification we will not get anything. I should really focus on many of the activities, and we should prove ourselves so that we are PMP certified.
Right. See, as you rightly said, within 1 month, you will feel slightly diluted. What happened? I don't remember. So you have to practice what you learn. That's very important. Super
It's
cool.
not practice, Sri. Yeah, we have to practice, and then we should apply it in the industry so that people recognize the difference between the non-PMP and the PMP candidates.
Right. That's right. That's right. Well said. Well said. Super. Great. Thanks a lot. It took a lot of effort from you to organize the content, come and give back here. I really appreciate it. Any last minute note from you?
Nothing, Sri. I would really thank you because you pushed. I was keep on telling my friends. My friends have told me that you contact Shriram. He will motivate. But I don't know. Due to some reason, I have contacted you in the last stages when I'm very close. I think 2 months before I've started talking to you. So I should have talked to you much before, so that I would have cleared 3-4 months back itself. Thanks for your words and the push that you have given. The only word that you have told me on the 2 days before that certificate is waiting for me, you just go and collect the certificate. So that gave me so much of confidence, Sri. And Rahul, I don't know whether Rahul is a human or a robot. Whenever I drop a message in WhatsApp, he will respond, even though he's very busy. So I should thank ShriLearning and you and Rahul.
Super. Thanks for that give back. And again, it's all hard work where you have to sit and read every day, focus on that. Good. So keep rocking more, keep winning more. Good wishes to you, and good wishes to all the viewers watching this video. And they'll be watching out what tips I can take from here, which will be helpful for me. Or sometimes the video gives a motivation for them. Okay, right. This is what I have to do, right? Good wishes to all, and special wishes to VARA PRASAD. Keep winning more in your life. Good wishes.
Thanks, Sri. Thanks. I'm glad to had interviewed by you.
Thank you.
Yeah.